We see through disguises. We see through disguises.
This is Sean Perkins.
I see that disguises.
Sean Perkins, give it up for him. I want to get a couple of these in while we smoke. If you want to hear more, find Sean Perkins and ask him. We've got another one from Richie Rich. You remember Richie Rich? He's got a new one called Fom Toolery. Let's smoke some shmee and hear the new song from Richie Rich. Here we go. Thank you to Sean Perkins. Let's smoke.
Keep up, bang.
The camera.
With the BBG, red T-tone. Keep up, let it bang. Ooh, red bar, Mike, Jules, let it. I'm rolling with got a BBG. You wanna freaking fight, dude? No. Or you wanna watch some light news? Probability you might lose. Yes. I got agility and tight moves. BBG. I'm really just a nice dude. Plus I go silly with the haikus. Chilly than an ice cube. Sitting at a bar when it's high noon. I'm shitty off a bar in a high noon. Chilling in my car, now I'm high too.
Have some.
Feeling really parched, need a bite too.
Thank you.
Chilling in the dark and I might you. Jimmy Carr's fucking 5'2". Silly looking retard in a tight suit. I'm hella red bar, I'm a pie roof. I do it cause I'm scars and for Mike Jules. Watch your tone when you step to me, yes indeed. Hey, look, it's Jeremiah Wonders. Off the dumb, you can't F with me, yes, capiche? Hey, look, it's Jeremiah Wonders. Gay looking vest and jeans. Classic Jeremiah Wonders. February to summer, he's very much a bummer. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Jeremiah Wonders. Oh, you got a question for me? Everybody look, it's fucking Carl Spitali.
Richie Rich.
His health's a mess, out of breath when he pee. I've been mixing red bar with Molly. I took every Adderall. My hands are very fast as all. Yes, sir. Mike's already at the mall.
Wow, listen to this.
Terran Tactical. Terran Tactical.
Richie Rich. We'll hear some more of that later. All right, let's see how this does us.
Hey, fuck it, let me get it back. Ooh. Running with the big kids. You're probably gonna wanna get this.
I don't want to have too much.
Dipshit. My Uncle Bunny had a slip disc. Had to take
Don't
a
have
big
my
spin.
little-
I missed
Oh, yeah.
Daniels. Microphone pick 6. Yeah, I take a dick pic. But only if it's looking thick. Jimmy Carr, you and Denny R.
I got another lighter. You want to see it? Look at this one. From the same company. So you would think this is just a little pack of gum, right? Watch this. I'll turn this up. Pack of gum, right? I open it up. That's just a pack of gum. Look at that.
I'm a cunning
Little pack of gum.
My Uncle Bunny had a slip disc. Yeah, had to take a big spit. I miss Daniels.
It's a lighter.
Yeah, take a
Pack of gum, lighter. Welcome to Red Bar.
Jimmy Carr, you and Denny
Richie
R.
Rich.
Stupid. Nar, idiot.
Ooh, we're getting high.
The
I
human
can feel
equivalent
it.
To a fart. Most up.
All right, anybody else feel that?
culture or Volkish sort of culture before, and I'd like to talk about the English stroke Anglo-Italian tradition of Punch and Judy. Now, I saw Punch and Judy first when I was about 4 years old, and almost everyone in Britain has seen it at some time or other. The first thing that strikes you about it is its colour and its vigour and its sort of moral stroke amoral violence. And, you know, the Doctor is a complete quack who will be beaten by Punch mercilessly. But of course he's got a lotion called Physic. What you need, my boy, is some Physic. Physic is what you need because they're all being beaten up, you see. So what they need is his snake oil, basically, because he's a snake oil salesman. And the Doctor is always, shut up, you quack! And he's always sort of beating him. Oh, hitting a man of the cloth, hitting a man of the medical profession. And he goes down again and another one comes up. Now, there's always retribution for Punch's transgressive amoralism. And the retribution is in the form of the law and the state. And the policeman is one, hello, what have you been doing? You've thrown out your baby, you've thrown out your wife, you've beaten the crocodile to death, you're a reprobate, you need to be hanged. And Punch is deaf, you see, because he's old. And he always says, I don't want to be fanged. No, hanged. Fanged. Spanged. No, hanged, boy, you're going to be hanged. You understand? You're going to take some rope, says the policeman over here. And Punch says, I don't want any hope. I don't need any soap. No, he says, rope. And the children are howling because of all of these lexicographical and grammatical and sort of verbal mistakes, which Punch knows full well, because he's dragging out the moment when he's going to be hanged. The traditional way in which he's going to be hanged involves a whole miscellany of characters, some of whom appear or not. Sometimes they're just melded into one. There's the hangman or the executioner who has a hood over his head, and he's often called Jack Ketch, who was a very famous executioner at the beginning of the 18th century. Indeed, when the body was thrown to him, people in the audience would say at Newgate, catch that, me old son! Punch says, I don't understand how you are to be hanged. And he gets them to illustrate how you're going to be hanged, you see, which is how he traps them. So the Beatles, in a very famous, world-famous Punch and Judy skit, if you like, or performance within the drama, the Beatles says, do you mean you've lived for several centuries and you don't know how to be hanged? And he said, that's right, I don't know, I haven't mastered the gift of it, the old son. You tell me, how are you hanged? He said, well, it's only for illustrational purposes, and children don't do this at stage, at home, and the beer and the bottle shout, get on with it, you old tart, you know. And because you have all this interactive stuff, all this chat going on at the same time, and the noose is swinging and this sort of thing. And the Beatles says, well, what do you do, old man, is you flex your neck. You need a flex neck for a good hanging. You know, you need to be in a certain state to be done in properly. Do you know what I mean? And then you put the rope round. Did you see what I'm doing? He says, do you see what you want to try? And Punch goes, that's very good, very good. I'll give it back to you now. And he puts it back on and he says, you see, my neck is tensed. It's flexed appropriately. The rope's going up. Punch is going, yes, I see. So you sort of know what's coming. And then the box comes out. Sometimes with somebody else, the box out, even Pretty Polly or somebody sort of neutral in a way, in quotation marks, may come out and push the box out. And eventually it builds up and the screaming children are going absolutely berserk because they adore this sort of thing, because it's so asocial and so unmediated and so impolite and so non-adult. And that's why they adore it, you see, because it's also an escapism as well. And they know full well what's coming. And the Beatles steps on this box. Am I doing it correctly? Yes. Oh, yes, you're doing it very well, you know, and this sort of thing. And eventually, of course, he says, no, it's your turn, boy. You're going to be hanged. You're an utter reprobate. You've betrayed your wife. No, lies. You're throwing your baby out of the window. Lies, you damn liar. And all this. Then you've beaten the law to death. Lies. And you've attacked a minister of the craft. Lies. And this sort of thing. And now you're going to pay. You're going to pay. And Punch comes up behind him and says, like this! And he kicks the box away and the Beatles hanging like this. Oh, I'm hanged, I'm done in, my love. And he's dead, you see. And Punch is racing around going, and he laughs for ages, you know, in a chilling sort of a way. And says, you're dead, and you're not red. You've got no cred, and you're really down in the fire. And all the children are like this. And the adults are getting slightly nervous, you know, because there is this element of pure power they're just figurines, you know, that's coming out of the stage.